From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Fires left. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's got some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football team.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Bowling Green Falcons offense has its first opportunity of the day. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches, but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read him some. You know, get the ball out quick. Try to avoid him as much as possible because he has wrecked many a games.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Looking downfield, it's Locklear. Shoots it to the left. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the ball's out there after it. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field it close to the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius. Makes the play. And then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
As an offense, you've got to know it. This part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
They'll try the run. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little room. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the air, it's Daniels. Zings it complete to the right. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. The Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a frustrating start for this offense. At halftime, you know you're down. You got to come out. You got to create some energy, some momentum, get this side of the ball cooking, and you go 3 and out, and you punt the football. But now you're going to rely on your... Got to get the ball back, string some stops together while we're trying to figure out the offensive side of the football.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to bring it back. He's going to get loose. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens, you now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was...
Got enough space! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. With the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Kicking team's got it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. The Ducks offense will have the opening possession of the game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Turns it on in midfield. Gashes the heart of the knee. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the FIU Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. We'll be watching this matchup on the outside closely today, David, to see if this guy can get anything done one-on-one against one of the best corners in the game.
Well, and this corner really can shut down half the field. And that's a big problem. This offense, they really need to win this matchup. They need their wide receiver to beat that defensive back. And I don't know if that's possible. He's just so good and so consistent. Palmer, you tell me how you're going to win this matchup.
Well, you're not going to win it every play, that's for sure. You can't avoid that side of the field the entire game. I think it's just going to come down to this offense in the critical down and distances when there's a third down and the coverage dictates that you've got to throw it against him. That's the play you need your receiver to win. And whether or not they have a guy that can win that matchup offensively, we're going to find out here pretty soon.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
FIU will line up to punt. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He's got it, looking for a big return. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oregon! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Final play of the quarter coming. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Sets up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And here's the return. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. FIU pushing tempo. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Oh, they're after it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. FIU will line up to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the returner will be knocked down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from inside, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had.
Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Running into the open space. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. Hauls it in, looking for space. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to pass. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeps it on the bootleg. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Under fire. And they can't make the play on third down. FIU will line up the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Sweet cut there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. There is time on the clock. There's time on the clock. clock, there's time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Edwards. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down is coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's complete. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.